Up everybody, it's your boy EMC. Y'all know who I am. If you aren't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We're going to be talking about a little bit of UFC. I hope you all are having a great morning. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry it's been so long. I know y'all understand I'm a working man. But let's talk about Burns. Burns, you know, he put his all in against the Nigerian Nightmare, but you know who came out on top? Usman. He's the champ, and he's the champ for a reason. He tried to explain that to y'all. But how do y'all feel about Gilbert Burns versus Colby Covington? You know, once again, they're eating up Usman's sloppy seconds, but it is what it is. I think that Burns deserves a nice fight with Covington. That's great numbers. That's a great payday for both of those guys. It's going to be a high-velocity output fight. That one is definitely, you want to talk about a 50-50 fight. Kamaru, Usman, and Burns, y'all thought was 50-50. That was more of a 70-30, you know what I'm saying? Covington and Burns is more of a 50-50. You can argue a 45, you know what I'm saying, 55 at the most or the least, but that's it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Also, when it comes to Colby Covington, I think his mandatory, if I'm not mistaken, is Leon Edwards, or someone next in line would be Leon Edwards. Now, Covington, he should probably face Leon Edwards, you know, if it's not going to be Burns. I wouldn't mind that. Some people are calling for Masvidal and Covington. I'm going to need y'all to let me know what y'all think, because honestly, I would love to see Masvidal versus Covington, but also I would love to see a Leon Edwards versus Covington. That'd be a great chance for Leon to either rise up the rankings or put on a great show, you know, and get himself back into the octagon, you know. I think we all need something fresh, you know, to see in the octagon. So, yeah, a lot of this is about Covington and who he's going to fight. You know, we got Burns, you know what I'm saying? We got Masvidal, and we got Leon Edwards when it comes to that. But let's move on to the UFC Africa, right? Speaking of Kamaru Usman, we got Israel Adesanya, Jan Blachowicz. Blachowicz. I think they say his last name is Blachowicz. I don't know how to pronounce that shit, but Jan Blachowicz. Let's just say that's his name, okay? Jan Blachowicz. He's from Poland. He says he rocks that Polish power. But speaking of UFC Africa, we got Israel Adesanya from Nigeria. You know what I'm saying? He was raised in New Zealand, I think, but that doesn't matter, though. It's about where he was born, his birth spot. So Israel Adesanya is going to go against Jan Blachowicz, and if he beats him, he's just going to be another African reigning title in that division, and we're going to get closer to UFC Africa. And if Ngannou beats Stipe Miocic, then that's going to be another African champion. And Dana White's been talking to and alluding about this UFC Africa, because every other country has their own UFC, like UFC China, UFC Asia, UFC Euro, UFC Brazil, whatever it is, right? They've got it. Now it's time for a UFC Africa, right? I'm all for it. I would love to see those African fighters in the mix. Some of these fights are going to make or break their day. Some of these fights are going to just make their life in terms of finances. You know, one fight can make someone well off for the rest of their life in some of these countries. These fighters deserve it. They deserve the publicity, the notoriety, and the opportunity to display their skill set and to compete against one another and abroad and against all these other different calibers of fighters. This is amazing. I'm glad that Dana White is being inclusive and opening the market. Once again, it's a lot more money for him and his business and his brand, but it's money for everyone else too. This circulates the money, and that's what I like. That's what economics is about. You know, there is capitalism has greed in it, but when you're spreading it out like this and giving other people opportunities, you can't really complain too much with it. So I'm all in support of UFC Africa. So subscribe to MCTV if you want more news like this. I'll be back at y'all with another one, and have a great day.